Hello everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Let's Play Morrowind Episode 3. So, where we left off, we checked the journal. Manway, a guild member Actually, no, we started over here. So, first Rhaenys asked me to convince Yalar Betharoth to join the guild, who is a Telvanni agent, or someone that's in the Telvanni house. If he cannot be convinced, I must kill him. To get to Tealpanda, I should leave Balmora east and pass Fort Moonmoth, and cross the bridge to Molag Amur, and follow the trail east until I reach a lake. I should see a Dunmer stronghold to the south. If I head north on the path between the hills, Tealpanda will be on my left just before the path split. Okay, and then paired up with this, we were also given Manway, a guild member in Punabi, has not paid any guild dues in 3 months. Rhaenys asked me to find Manway and collect the dues from her. To get to Punabi, I should go south from Balmora, take the road east past the Fort Moonmoth, and it seems like the exact same directions. So pretty much, I think it's Punabi comes first, and then Tealpanda is just around the corner from it. So from these directions, we should start heading south out of Balmora. Let's go ahead and start doing that because it's about to be a long walk. So, continuing from what I started thinking of in episode 2, I thought of another limitation for our character. Hopefully I didn't repeat this because I feel like this is a decent idea. Is that outside of the whole changing of clothing, which I believe I mentioned, but if I didn't, then we will be changing clothes at the times of if we get in water, if there's ash, if there's this and that, you know, anything that would make you dirty, you want to change clothes because Surin is not a disgusting person. Surin's been a high elf mage for a long time and has appreciated having fine clothing and all that. So, outside of that, the other limitation I've thought of is that we will need to eat consistently. So, I figured since we had just left off from where we were going, he didn't really necessarily need to eat yet, but after this adventure, he probably will. So adding in eating and changing clothes, I feel like that will add a little different dynamic, will also help building him as a character. Hopefully. That's the plan at least. So we are approaching Fort Moonmoth. Well, slowly but surely. So the directions I believe said head past it. So I don't think it's that way, because that way leads towards the Dwemer like building in the background. We probably need to head right. Right, I'm pretty sure. Okay, I didn't think anything was helpful on that. So we head right, like we have before. Well, while we have a minute while walking, I hope everyone has enjoyed the first 2 episodes. They probably went the most action-packed first 2 episodes, but every great hero or villain, we don't know yet, maybe there might be a villain after all this. Every great hero or villain always has an origin story and always starts off in the rough, I guess is the best way to put it. And for Surin, in the rough is dealing with all this wastefulness, I guess you can call it. Oh, that. Easy. Take your rat meat and dispose of your corpse. Now, if I remember correctly, we can head this way. It's been a while since I've had to do this quest, because most times I don't play the Mage's Guild. I either play Fighter's Guild just because it's a little bit easier. Most characters I play are fighters. Or I do these guild right off the bat. I've just never really been a big fan of Mage's Guild, so I figured we'd try it out and be different this time around. So we could have gone the other way and gone up the bridge, but there's a guy that sits on this end of the bridge. There's a pretty strong mage that shoots out necromancy spells and summons a skeleton that isn't the most fun to deal with, especially when you're level 1 and you don't have any gear. Yes, if we did kill him, we would get some of his good gear, but it doesn't really outweigh the possibility of getting killed. So the good news is, at least we can train on these rats and such on the way there. Cliff Striders? Riders? I guess Striders. I don't know why I said Riders. Is he gonna come down, or is he just gonna float? Oh, there we go. Of course. Of course. Come on. Don't do this to me. There we go. Perfect. We'll take that and dispose of the corpse. If I have a bet, don't tell me I did this wrong again. Okay, so I actually have already tried to record this, but due to my ignorance, I forgot to hit the record button, so I had to go back to a previous save, which was the autosave, and catch up back to this point. And I made that same mistake last time of coming down this far. So now we're going to do a little bit of a shortcut, where by cutting over the mountain. I apologize for the audio bug, as you probably heard from that little stutter. It's for some reason the Cliff Riders with this AI mod that I got makes them a little wonky. Well, more wonky than they already are. Please don't notice me. Please don't notice me. Okay. So we had to cut over the mountain. Not the worst. It's not the best. But as I was saying, yes, I actually recorded something, and I thought it was something else. I actually went that same way, same pathway, and made the same mistake. So that is my fault for not paying attention again to the directions. Now, from here, I believe we do go this way though. Yes, I do lightly remember this puddle of lava, which hopefully we can avoid. While we're waiting, might as well get our health back up. Oh, there we go, okay. Come on down. There we go. And dispose of the corpse. Getting very foggy now. Wonderful. Maybe we can reach the Hunami and Tealpanda before nightfall, because otherwise I will be lost. Extremely, well, more lost than I already am. Well, I don't say I'm that lost. I'm decently knowledgeable about where we're going. I might mess with the render distance due to, I feel like it's kind of close with the fog of war kind of surrounding us, and even though the landscapes won't always load in, I feel like I need to change it just to get rid of some of the fog, just because it does get a little annoying when I can't even see what should be seen from the distance. Actually, I think we need to go this way. I don't think we need to go up the hill. We did just go, okay, yes, we did go around. It is one problem with Morrowind is that some of the roads do not necessarily look like, okay, wait, interrupt my thoughts. But some of the roads do not look like they should be roads, but they can be used as such. Come on. There we go. Am I getting it? Okay, I got, like, what's it called? Not well, I guess stunned is the word, but I was thinking of something else. Okay. This is a little bit of... Ooh, thank you. I got worried for a second. Okay, where are we headed? Alright. I think this way might be fine. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Ashlands due to there's a lot of winding roads and it's pretty easy to get lost. And if a ash storm was to start, it would be pretty terrible. And we don't have a bedroll on us, which I think I have that mod installed. Okay, I see a road sign, so that might help us out actually. See multiple road signs. Yes, I think we are getting close. Yes. This says Molag Mar instead of Amur, but it's leading us closer to where we need to be. Because I think that's where I followed last time to get where we need. Yes, this is the road we're looking for. That didn't take too long. Took me a lot less time than the first time. So, yes, that's another thing I wanted to also mention is that if there were any discrepancy between the two inventories, it's because I had to revert back to an autosave and catch back up to where I was, because otherwise there'd be a gap in the story, and I didn't want that. So if there's any missing items, I apologize for that, but they weren't really necessarily that important. It was probably just a few potions or like ingredients or something. Oh, come on. There we go. So with all these, we can make us a levitation potion at some point. We just gotta find a second ingredient that has levitation. This should be, yes, Punavi. And this should be the lovely Manway. Excuse me. I'm fine, thank you. What can I do for you? Guild dues. I left the Mages Guild and dedicated my life to studying the adaptive responses of quaternary variations in Oblivion streams. Whatever that means. If Rhaenys Atheris wants the dues that much, why don't you pay them yourself? I am unconcerned with such petty financial matters. If we get lucky. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. This is one terrible thing about having no Speechcraft is that you easily fail things. And I really don't want to start bribing her because we only have 300 gold. Okay. For the sake of everything that is good, we're going to save here. We're going to drink a Restore Magicka potion. Ooh, I do not want to take all 6. That would be a terrible idea. Take 1. Drink it. Wait for it to come up a little bit in our fatigue. We're just going to kill her and take the money. I don't want to do that. Wait, now that I think about it. Do if I kill her, will I be punished? Due to her being a guild member. I'm not taking money, get lost. Okay. Alright, well, we just lost all of our progress right there. Yeah, actually, let's not kill her, because I'd rather not get kicked out of the guild in case they get mad that someone's not paying their dues. But now that I think about it, if they're not paying their dues, it doesn't really matter. I guess we'll find out. Alright.
There is no escape!
Oh, that is not good. Nope. Not playing this game. It's not meant to do. It's not what I meant to do. Okay. I did not realize she was going to have a burden spell when I did this. And I couldn't figure out that my skeleton was on 5 and I kept pressing 4 for Sanctuary. So that was a lovely time. Let's just try a little bit. Maybe we'll get lucky. Okay. We'll just do this for a minute. See if... Yeah, turning your Speechcraft can be a little bit easy this way, but I feel like this is kind of cheesing it. But at the same time, we don't really have much of a choice. We don't have a scroll, do we? Full absorption, Magicka, fire shield. Okay, we do not have anything that would really help us. I guess we just keep trying this for a minute. My thing is, I wonder how high her personality in Speechcraft is that, well, we were doing good for those for a second. Okay, well, might not be the play. Oh, okay, so we leveled up finally, so that would be nice. But now here's the thing, we're at 11. I really don't want to go back down. But we have to keep trying. Because obviously she's really strong and I'm not going to be able to kill her. Okay. I don't want to really do this anymore because I feel like this is kind of power leveling and cheesing the Speechcraft. So, real quick, let's see if she has a bed.
There's someone watching me.
Yeah, someone is watching you. Can you help me out? Hey, Boney. Oh, lordy. I don't have any long-range spells either. Just instant smacks. Trying to get close enough. Oh, that's why spears in this game are disgusting. Okay, well, we're gonna just run and heal real quick. We're not even focusing on. Oh, we are not gonna kill this. Okay. So this has been a fail extremely so far. I'm gonna tell you what I do. I'm just gonna sit here and admire her for a very long time. I don't remember how high. I think it was 26 is how we got it. So I'm gonna sit here and try to admire her and get her back to an acceptable state. And then afterwards, I will probably just reset the skill down a little bit, because otherwise we will have an extremely high persuasion. So I will bring you back when that is finished. Okay, so we're finally back, and after a long time of attempting to persuade Manway here to just give us the money, we have reached 65 persuasion level, disposition, that's the word. And we had to spend a little bit of money to buy Charming Touch, so that way we could get a little boost to start off with, because Charming Touch lets you get between 5 to 25 points of disposition starting out. So thankful for that, we can now close that. Guild dues, and will you leave me alone if I give you the 2,000 septims? I cannot leave my research unattended. Yes. Here, take the gold, leave me to my work. Gladly. I would advise that you leave here now. We are engaged in very serious research here, and if you disturb my colleagues, they may not be very understanding. Alright? We leave then. Good day. Oh, but we actually leveled up twice off of getting Speechcraft up, because I haven't slept when so I got up to, I think, like 50 or 60 something in Speechcraft, and once I did that, I went back to the Mages Guild, bought the Charming Touch spell for about like 140, something like that, and after I bought the spell, used it, and I reset this back down to 40, and then I sit there and just spam collect until eventually I got to where I needed, and so then here we are. So we actually gained 2 levels off of this. I'm not sure how I feel about that. We may fix that at some point. We can't. I don't remember if you can fix this or not. So we will head on out and go to the next location, because we have one more job to do and then we'll be done. Okay. So I believe Tealpanda is right there. We just gotta head up this road a little bit. Oh, there's two of them this time. Come on. And then, this guy gonna come down? We have to move a little bit. Oh, could we actually reach him? We need to get us a different spell so that way we can focus more on one of the elements. But I also want to get one that we can actually launch at people as a projectile, because touch means you have to get close, and as a mage, getting close requires you to potentially have the... Oh, I got this thing sometimes attack. Okay, so it's corpse. What was I saying? Oh, we get close to someone to use touch spells. They may instantly kill us with a claymore or anything of the sort. So we need to keep a lookout for that. Talk to them. You won't win any popularity contest here, Outlander. What's your problem anyways? Okay, if you're gonna be that rude.
Don't press your luck.
Okay. Go through here. Actually, I won't. Because if you look, right there under the wooden door, it says trapped. And I do not have a spell to disarm traps. I would not like to die, because in Morrowind, there are traps that will instantly kill you with fireballs, lightning, frost, etc. Or will basically kill you instantly with poison, which you will not be able to recover from. Or my favorite, actually, now that I think about it, is the burden traps, where it will lower your weight, so that way you can't carry anything, so it could go from 150 to say like 70, and that'd be 10 over, or 11 over, and I'd have to drop stuff, and that would not be very good. This is our man, so let's real quick, we're gonna borrow his bed till healed, and then, oh, he's over there. So we're gonna save, and now that we're saved, we are going to talk to him and hope we can persuade him to join. Because if we can't, oh, I apologize for that. Did not realize my phone was still on.
What was that?
But what was I say? Oh, if we can't persuade him, we have to kill him. So this should be fun. You're about as popular as a bowl of tar, and whose fault is that? It's your fault, Outlander. See, why is everybody calling me an Outlander and everybody being upset when there's like Nords and Bretons here? How am I the only person that's not accepted? Let's see, join us. Now look like a fool, collect your dues from someone else, or at least give me a reason to listen to your dribble. So if we get lucky. Nope. Okay. No. Okay. Okay, sweet. Oh, but going back, so when we made the class, this is one of the situations where they will actually, in dialogue, mention your class. For instance, what pretty words High Elf Magister, and how artlessly self-serving. So like, if I chose like Adventurer, we say, what pretty words Adventurer? That's a nice little cool thing that's different than just saying like servant over and over, or Mr. Stranger, etc. See if that's high enough. Join us. They look like a fool. Okay. Minor. And you must really easily be persuaded. Join us. If I agree to join, will you lead me to my research? Fine. Then I will join the Mages Guild until next time I'm in Balmora. Thank you, sir. That was a little too easy, so I may actually decrease this further, maybe to 30. Because this early on, having 41 Speechcraft is pretty easy when it comes to persuading people and getting better prices with shopkeepers. So I'll probably lower that after this episode wraps up to 30, if not the lowest 25, somewhere in there. Somewhere that makes sense. Now that we finished, we get to do the wonderful thing of running all the way back home. Most of this video will literally wait, this is the right way, right? Yes, it is, okay. This video will seriously just consist of us running across the map. Oh, not the right way, it's this way. Yeah, okay, across the map's a little bit of an exaggeration. Across regions. Okay, Rav, if you want to really aggro onto me. Here we go. I will not take your meat because you are useless. See, it's always wonderful when you know you're being tailed by a cliff strider or racer rider. I don't remember anymore. Oh, I guess we'll check. The easy way to know with this mod is that they will racer. That's the word. It only took me however long of being in this episode for me to finally get the name right. Oh, could have sworn I just heard something. But easy way of knowing that you're following because with the mod they will space out like that. And why is everything just mad at me over here? These things usually never attack me. Okay, can everybody just back off for like 2 seconds? Quickly take everybody. There we go. Light armor. Okay. Oh, okay, you're freaking me out a little bit. There we go. Perfect. You have nothing. Okay, continue on our way. If things start getting a little too easy, where, yes, I may be dying really easily, but if other things are dying really easily, then we might just swap the difficulty and turn it up a little bit. Okay, now it's mad at me. Well, I don't understand why they're all mad at me now. I've seen at least 10 of these. But I will turn the difficulty up to make things a little more challenging, because we don't want to just stroll through the game. Because it wasn't really the whole purpose. They wanted Morrowind to be a little bit harder. Yes, I believe it's this way, because we gotta head back towards the tower. At some point we will find us a nice fishing spot, because we have a lot of fishing materials like 8 scuttle, 5 crab meat, then we still have like some of these antlers and stuff. But if we find a nice spot, we might just spend a little bit fishing, make some money that way. Not too much, but it's something. Maybe pay for a meal at least. Now with that said, I do plan on trying to avoid completing the main quest as basically putting it off as long as possible, because there's so much to experience in this game, and I do not remember if you complete the game, does it let you continue or not? Because it may make a save, like overwrite it right when you finish the boss, or like goes to your last save. Yes, we go this way. But so we may just avoid putting that off as long as possible. Just there's so much to do in this game, so many great side quests, so many great guild quests, and progression that I'd really like Surin to develop and actually become a character instead of just being another hero, since there's no fun in always being the hero. Oh, we might be able to sell these rat meats for something. Probably not a lot, but something. Can we go this way to the... Oof. Oh. That's not what I heard, but... Oh, so we level it up again. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying is... I feel like that was pretty quick on a level up. It might have been because of the 60 speechcraft that we did manage to pull together. Can we go this way? Should we go this way? Let's see what this way takes us. This is quicker because I don't want to go over the mountain. But if the progression starts getting too quickly, because it's only the 3rd episode and we're already level 4, unless that's going to turn us level 5, hopefully not. So that's once again the whole progression thing. I want to actually progress and not just power level through and... Oh. Okay, so we're not going to loot all of these, because once again, that would be wrong. Okay. We'll just loot one of them. Ooh, 10 gold. Okay. Restore Magicka potion. A glove. I didn't have us a belt, so I might as well throw those on. We'll keep that off for now. We could put all of this on underneath our robe, but then we wouldn't level up our. And we'll leave the corpse here because I don't want to disturb it. It's kind of rough. But if we put armor on underneath our robe, then we will be leveling up light armor instead of leveling up unarmored. Maybe at some point we'll switch if things do get tough. Okay, come on, don't fail. Okay, there we go. See, this might have been the smarter way to get here in the first place, but I wasn't sure if Vivek, Pelagiad, Balmor. Okay. Yeah, we probably could have taken this way originally. Okay, we gotta take care of this now. Apparently we're just a bug hunter and rat catcher. Alright. No need to waste any more time. Cliff racers are the most annoying thing in this game. Good thing we have a lot of Magicka, because otherwise we would be dead in water right now. Yes, we're on the backside of the Jiub ruin, so this should be the right path, or at least one of the right paths that we can take. I'm sorry, but how is just this many rats just hanging around? Fingers crossed there's no more. If so, there's little more, because we have at the most a sliver of... Wait. Okay, so I think I know where we're at. So, there's Pelagiad down here. Oh yes, so as you can see, whenever I was over here for Hanabi and trying to persuade Manway, I ran all the way down here to Pelagiad to look at the Mage Guild to see if they had a charm spell. They did not, so I had to run back up here and then go back to Balmora. Did not know this path existed. I ran back this way and did that. While on the way back, I went all the way around. Not the smartest cookie. I should have just explored more and I would have figured out that there was this path. But for future reference, we now know how to get there. Yes, so now we can just slip through there. It's Pelagiad's that way, and that way is where we collected the flowers for Ajira, I think her name was, the Khajiit that was in the Mages Guild. And also, after we turn in these quests, I may go to the Aldarune Mages Guild to do some jobs, because I do not quite trust Rathus. The whole, that's a big war. Okay, I'm out of Magicka, so I do actually have to use a potion. Where's that new potion I got? Okay, that was an awful idea. Okay, apparently I need to use a cheap one. Oh, not right click. We'll use two. Wait, what? Why are you running away now? Okay, it doesn't do that much damage. We should be able to take care of it right here. Yep. Guar hide and guar meat. There's the corpse and heal up. Or not. Now I'm out of Magicka. Great. It's fine. We're close. We should be taken care of. Sorry, I lost my bearings there for a second. I didn't mean just spin around trying to do 360s. So this trip took a lot longer than I was actually planning for. I was hoping to start a second job on this episode, but it seems, if I have roughly calculated and guessed, it's probably about 30 minutes already, if not 35 minutes on the episode. So we might just turn this in to Rhaenys, or Rathus, Rhaenys, whichever one it is. Hopefully get whatever amount of money from the 2,000 that we were promised for collecting the money. Oh yay, the fog's rolling back in. So collect the money, go on a shopping spree, get us some more spells. Because we do not really have any offensive spells. We do, but they're really weak. Okay, I had to make sure. I didn't know if it auto regenerated or if I had to wait. I'm personally excited about doing the, what's it called? I guess you can call them a guild, but they're called the Morag Tong, which are like it's Morrowind's version of the Dark Brotherhood, where they are legally enabled to do what they do and kill people for money, as that's sort of the way that things are done in Morrowind, as we will notice further down the line. When we go to do certain quests, we will be allowed to kill people, or if we don't, we can actually entice them to kill us because you are able to kill people in self-defense. And you can do that, so like if we talk to someone, we go to persuasion. If you spam the taunt long enough, and if you're lucky, they might get angry and attack you. If they attack you, you're fine. Have you convinced Yalar Barilith to join us? Yes. Good work, sir, and maybe he'll give us information on the Telvanni. I suppose I should find something to give you for your efforts. Here, take these spare potions. And did you get Manway's guild dues? You have the 2,000 septims? Yes. Good work, sir, and you are the first evoker to get Manway to pay her dues. I knew I could rely on you. 1,000 gold. Oh, so that means we get to keep 1,000. Nice. Let's see about advancement. In order to advance to Conjurer, you must pay your guild dues of 200 septims. Will you pay these dues now? Yes. Advancement. Okay, so we don't have enough levels in certain skills. That's fine. I guess we can just see what she wants us to do. An Argonian at the South Wall Corner Club is offering training and restoration without the sanction of the guild. I want someone to stop his unsanctioned training. I think we have time for that. It shouldn't take that long. And while we're there, we can also get a meal, because I'm sure Surin is starving after not have eaten since he's arrived. Especially since we didn't put this implication of eating until this episode. We'll quickly hurry across the bridge. This fog is so thick. And then now we head downstairs and find us an Argonian. Three shopkeepers, nice. Oh, here we go. Excuse me. Welcome to Balmora, council seat of House Halalu. How can I serve you? The unsanctioned training. What if, hypothetically, you were to return to Rhaenys Atheris and tell her that I agreed to stop any unsanctioned training, and I suppose that if you did that, I decided to offer training to my good friend Surin. See, being a good person and following the guild's orders blindly, I would just say no. But Surin being one for knowledge and power's not really the word. Would just say the hunger for power. Said it again. The hunger for knowledge. I don't know why power stuck in my head, because they're definitely not a powerful person. I will agree to get the knowledge that is possibly able to be gained in restoration, So, very well, I will offer you training after you've reported back to Rhaenys Atheris. Thank you. Now, we go back, we can turn it in, and anytime we need to get some restoration training, we can go to him. Which I don't feel like we would use, maybe once, maybe twice. That's also whenever we have money, because if I remember correctly, it's still like 300 something gold per lesson. We didn't buy any food. That's fine. We can get some after we turn this in. Because we can be wrapping it up right after this. Excuse me. Well, thank you for telling me that I'm hurt. Trust me, I'm feeling it. Here we go, Rhaenys. Have you put a stop to that unsanctioned training? Have you taken care of that Argonian? Yes. Good, we can't allow just anyone to offer training in magic. See, this is why I'm starting to gain disdain for Rhaenys. Is because this seems very power hungry. Now, Mage's Guild obviously is someone that comes up with practices and goodwill and all that when it comes to the world of magic. But if someone knows how to use magic and they have the ability to teach others, I don't see necessarily the problem. This just seems like they want, well, at least Rhaenys, I don't know if the whole guild thinks like this. It just seems like they want to control the world of magic, and you have to go through them to use it. Because they have done some good things like ban necromancy, because obviously raising someone's dead grandfather to fight them is a little bit decrepit and hardcore when it comes to the world of respecting Nern. So, good, can't allow anyone, that's fine. And let's see, do you have anything else for us? Scholar Intermeral needs an escort to Pelagiad, but I want Intermeral's notes. Intermeral has just arrived in Balmora and doesn't know his way around. He wants to be escorted to the halfway tavern in Pelagiad. I don't care if he makes it or not, Surin. I just want a copy of his notes. He should be waiting at the 8 plates. And this is just adding fuel to the fire of why Rhaenys is not a trustworthy person. I understand wanting to get notes on something, but saying I don't care if he makes it or not makes it sound like I can just lead him on the road, look both ways, blast him with a spell, and take his notes. That is a horrible thing to tell someone. But I will get him to Pelagiad because it's not that far, and I will actually get him there. So goodbye. And we will head out. So the 8 plates is over here, if I'm not wrong. It should be this building. It's like a tavern, sort of. So we will then go inside. I believe it's this man. Are you here to guide me to Pelagiad? Just tell me if you want to travel together. Actually, we won't do that yet, because that will actually put us way over time. But we will talk to... Good day, I'm Adonia Ralal, publican of the 8 plates here in Balmora. We rent beds, and I have a limited selection of goods for barter. If you're new here, I can also tell you where to look for other services or a specific place nearby. If you're looking for someone in particular, I may be able to help, or do you want to entertain the patrons? So this is for the Bard mod that I've installed where I can perform, but that's something that Surin is not interested in at the time due to has work to do. It seems like a moment when we have time. So first we'll barter. Actually, first we'll see if we can persuade them. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna stop while I'm ahead. I'll actually stop while I'm behind, but so we'll just go ahead and buy a sweet roll. Thank you. And we will buy some brandy. Whoa, that is a lot of money. Hold on. You know what? It's fine. Let's see if we can get 65 for it. 67. Okay. That's a lot of money for food and drink. Seems a little ridiculous. Let's see how much a bed is. We have one available. It's 10 gold for the rest of the day. Do you want it? Yes. Yours for the day. Downstairs to the right. Alright, so we will go to our room and enjoy our meal before... It's only 2 p.m., but a nap wouldn't hurt. the worst. Alright. We will take our sweet roll, eat it, and Cyrodiilic brandy. Drink. And we will now sleep. Feel healed. Level 4. Alright. Ability to dodge and hit targets. So we will actually put more into personality. Intelligence is fine for now. Willpower, because that also gives us more fatigue. And agility, I don't know if I really care about. It gives us more fatigue, so that's useful. But I don't really care about the ability to dodge at the time. So for this level, we may just put it in intelligence, so that way we get more magicka. Plus the bonus of the 1.5 times that we get for our passive. We will click OK. Oh, it is now 5 p.m., so we've slept for 3 hours, I think. Hopefully that didn't skip a day. And we will head back up to send off. All right, everyone, that will be it for today. That was eventful, that was embarrassing, and all around I should really work on not being a failure. Especially since this is the second time recording this episode since I... Okay, don't grumble to me when you pass by, it's really weird. Since it's a fail due to me already recording it, so hopefully all future mistakes won't be the same as that. So in other words, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.